Yeah, Munster Camogie now are really on a rising tide here. The numbers of people coming that are attracted to these coaching seminars. There are people here who played hurling, people play camogie, but a lot of people didn't play hurling or play camogie, but their girls want to play. There's really an appetite for the game now, and we hope the coaches will meet that need.
Emphasis tonight is on skill breakdown, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 steps, and observation. Coaches being able to observe and new coaches taking on the game. And Munster Council initiative and the development, that's what tonight is all about. And this, the DVD and all this stuff will be available on the munstercamogie.com website and on the national website as well.
And on behalf of Munster Camogie Development Committee, we're very grateful and we're extremely lucky to have people of the calibre of Paddy Butler, Rob Lotty, Stuart Barry and Esther O'Leary to deliver the course tonight. And we thank them sincerely.
You don't need to take any notes, right? I have made out the transitioners and coaches, but I've laminated the sheets there of all the coaching skills from under 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, they're all outside. If you need more, we can email them to you. But they'll all be on tape. We'll put them up on the website with Molly Mary O'Connor above. So it's all accessible for afterwards. Tonight, about you, the main thing is a few of the basic things that we want the under 7, under 8, under 9, under 10, under 11 to start learning from the grassroots up. Small little things, Paddy will go through it here and we'll go through it. Instead of starting to pull here, starting up high, thumb on the hurley, all these simple little things that we need to coach from 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a bit late when we're doing it 11 and 12 and 13, the bad habits are formed.
Now, Gormargaret Reward, thanks again. It's fantastic to see this many people coming to Camogie. It's only 2 or 3 years ago. If you had a dozen, you'd be delighted. So, my first task is that the child would get a proper grip of the hurley from the first instance. Okay? So, as Robert Ward said, it's late. It gets late very early for a child. So Denise is going to help me. This is, if the hurley is light enough and the right length, any child can do that. Every child can do that. If they can't do that, the hurley is too long and too heavy. The other brilliant thing about that is, if they're doing that exercise, they'll only hold the hurley in their strong hand. 90% of Irish girls are right-handed and 10% are left-handed, and you need to be able to demonstrate for them as well. So Denise, did you see what I was doing? Would you be able to do that, Pet? Do you see the way her hand goes automatically? You don't have to talk about it. Her writing hand went for the hurley, and there's no discussion because small children are too young to, but they'll do it. Because, now, swing away. One hand out, good girl, get it up there and swing away, good girl. We get a smaller one for you. You see she's labouring a bit? You see that? And make sure all the people see you, Pet. Now, swing away up there around yourself, get, good girl. Okay, so, the key information, the hurley is held at 90 degrees to the forearm by coaches and by players. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay, he says. Yeah? Yeah, of course it's right, yeah? I'm with you. It's always 90 degrees to the forearm, and when the people do that, they look good. They look classy. Okay, the next thing is, can they do that without too much duress? And when they can do that, when they can do that, it's easy put in the second hand. It's easy put in the second hand. Once they can do that, it's easy put in the second hand. Go and teach that to a friend. So almost everybody has a hurley they can't manage, huh? Yeah? So it's time now that we understand that children are asked to manage hurleys they cannot manage, and it damages their image of hurling. If the hurley, I would never, ever go to a training session with a hurley. The only thing I'd use is Denise's hurley. Because when Denise sees me using her hurley, she gets respect for her hurley. But if I bring in my Big Daddy hurley here, she wants my Big Daddy hurley because my Big Daddy hurley hit the ball. Do you get the message? That's what children want. So if I can hit the ball with my little hurley, then they will all have respect for their little hurley. The biggest thing in the world for you all and everybody is to have control. So if the child has control, well, my God, sure, the world is a good place if you're in control. So that's the grip. Now, that's for the 90%. So 9 out of 10 children in Ireland are right-handed. So if you're demonstrating, put your back to them, and they see the right angle. Can you see me? Yep. And the other 10, I don't know where you are, but all the lefties put up your hand. Okay, it's 10% again, can you see it? It's always 10%. So now can you demonstrate, or have somebody to demonstrate for those 6 people? Because they have to get the opposite. So I don't think people are giving this minority group enough respect. So that's grip and swing. That's the grip. The next thing is the ground swing then. So the ground swing is a simple enough. Once that's established, always make sure that the child is getting the forward momentum. So if you're right-handed, the left leg is coming forward. If you're left-handed, the right leg comes forward. That gives the child a balance. And that's all you want. Now the hurley should twirl in front of the face. All modern swing is inside the body. In the old days, they used to let it out there, it was okay. But the modern hurling is inside the body. It's always inside the body. Inside the body. It twirls right there in front of the face. That means the wrist is kicking in. The wrist is kicking in. You see, the girls that have to do that are totally neglected. Do you recognize that? They're suffering from neglect. That nobody helped them because they were a girl. I think that's shocking. They wouldn't let a boy away with it. You get it? But that's shocking neglect. 90 degrees, generally a little bit in off the end. They all do that now. Forward momentum, swing. If you're a left-handy, opposite leg forward and swing. Some people come to coaches and they get every second point. That's the way us humans are like. And everybody's in the lock. When you're in the lock, you can't do the hurley inside the body. It goes off out. So if all the girls are doing that, it's because they missed the slide. That's all. It's something simple. Once the slide is done, you're inside the body. Once the lock is on, you have no choice. You see it? So if you miss that, they miss it. So every swing comes from there. Every swing comes from there. That's crucial. The tape there is for a real solid reason. And it's the timing of the slide then that makes you the super coach. Because the other girls are going to be lifting. Because they have to, because they have no choice. Do you get that idea? Will you try that there, Denise? Okay, go again. So she got the lock, but she missed the slide. You see it? That'll be common. They'll miss the slide unless you have it. Now the next thing is 2 people together. If she knows one thing, she's always safe. That from here, she cannot be hit. She cannot be hit from here. But let her stand off of her natural tendency to be safe, to stand off. You see it? So children think away is safe when we know in is safe. That's the biggest single thing for their confidence and their safety. Now safety is first, isn't it? So safety is in. What happens if she gets a natural fright that people would get? She'll step off and then she'll catch one on the shoulder and she's finished with camogie. Okay, are you ready? I'll swing this. Yeah. We have to get a JCB now to swing this. Are you on strength and conditioner for 10 years? Yeah, she is. So now we're going to swing. Good girl. Now the whole thing here is that she stayed there. She had got the message that she was safe inside. So she didn't flinch, she didn't give an inch, because now she understands where safety is. Now see the 2 swings, just compare the 2 swings now from a coaching point of view. Can you see the 2 swings? One is, and the other is hurling. Now that's good for us all to see the 2 ways. We didn't think that we'd work out so lucky. Can you see it now? Instead of. So on that side she's different. On that side she's different. So here's a person who's 2 different people. See how close she's able to stay? That's phenomenal that a girl would have learned that much for her own safety, because once she's safe she will do anything. But when she's not safe she can't even hear you. Okay, so will you go away and teach that? Now remember, you're trying to get the orthodox swing. The slide and the swing. Now we'll give you the little kip in here and see how that will go. Just do a swing with that. Swing away. See a different person? Because you'd want a forklift.
Okay, lads, I'm going to demonstrate now the frontal ground block. And when I'm coaching children, I don't say dominant hand or this. I use hurley hand. If you're right-handed, hurley hand, left hand, slitter hand. I think they pick it up a lot faster because this dominant hand, non-dominant hand. So the frontal block, I'm going to break it into 2 or 3 steps. Okay, step 1, hurley in the lifting position, making sure thumb of the hurley is pointing down towards the boss. Step 2, step into the tackle, lunge into the tackle. Step 3, hurley it right, 90-degree angle in front of the ball. So we'll go again. Step 1, 2, 3.
Everybody try it.
Okay.
Watch
1,
her,
2, 3. Okay, have we got that? So we'll keep an eye to point the steps.
Use your hurley. Use the spare hurley for the ball.
So that we're looking for head on ball, feet, hands, hurley. They're the 4 things to watch out for when you're teaching kids. Heads, hands, feet, hurley. Okay, dribbling now. Step 1, stand over the ball, head looking directly on the ball. Step 2, bending knees slightly like this, right, left, slitter hand down the hurley like this. Using both sides of the hurley, move the slitter forward. And a little tip here, you want to maintain possession. So always emphasize, don't hit the slitter more than the length of a hurley away from you. You want to keep possession. So just briefly again, step 1, head looking down the ball. Step 2, moving the slitter with both sides of the hurley, move it out in front of you. Okay? And when we're mastering that dribble, I just forgot to say, make sure you have 2 hands in the hurley. Okay? 2 hands in the hurley. Okay, the next drill is blocking a ball. Okay, lovely. You adopt the ready position, roll ball in, stop, hands down like this. Make sure to have the legs together like this in case you miss the ball. You roll it in there. Step 1, and slide right and left in line with the ball. Okay? To the side. Another one.
Remember, coaching, teaching points 1, 2, 3, 4. No more talk needed. And as a coach, observation. Spotting the mistakes and correcting them. Right? So, jab lift. Everybody do as I do, please. Okay, thumb on the hurley. Face the blade out. Don't choke the hurley now. Have it down by your waist, nice and relaxed. Everybody like that? Now, everybody look around. If you're left-handed, your blade should be facing out that way. So check the person in your left and right. Are they facing the blade out from their waist? If you're facing the blade in, make sure you turn the blade around for her. Make sure you turn it. There you go. So do it. You're supposed to observe around yourselves. Left-handed, fade it out, face it out. Okay, thumb on the hurley, face the blade out. Is everybody correct there? You have to do that yourselves in training. Right. So, thumb on the hurley, face the blade out. Lunge with your left leg if you're right-handed. Left-handed or the opposite. So lunge with your left leg. Everybody out there? No, I didn't say step. I said lunge. Okay, lunge means go out. Watch the hamstrings. Back again. Okay. Right. So, the leg is going to be near the ball. So the coaching points. 1, hold the hurley short. 2, more control. Right? 3, 4. Now look at my parallel to the ground. Look where my bum is. Face the blade out. Face the blade out. Face the blade out. There you go. Thank you, sir. Now your hurley's like this. It should be like this. You should nearly be able to touch the bottom of the ground there. Back up again. Now remember, face the blade out. Ready? Thumb on the hurley. Leg out. Hurley down, jab, and try and catch below the knee. Do not roll it, it's too slow. So again, last time, then you do it yourselves. Thumb on the hurley, face the blade out, lunge a little bit, be touching the back near it, jab, and try and catch it low. The solo. The solo. Now, the last skill is the hardest one in all. The jab lift is the worst skill in camogie. Statistically, it's the worst one in terms of percentage of success. So the solo. Ready position, everyone? Right. Now, put your blade facing out. If you're right-handed, put your left leg like this. So you're balanced. Be balanced. You don't have to be on your toes, but be balanced. Now, check around. Walk a little bit there. Are the 2 thumbs in the hurley? look around to your left and right. Is the blade facing out? Whether you're left or right-handed, is it facing out? Now, let's do it a different way. Let's see, can you spot my mistake for soloing? Yes, what's too high? What's too high? So, you come in here now and correct me. Come in, correct me. Come on, correct me. I'm 7. Yes, do you understand? You literally move the elbow down. And of course, as they get nervous, what will happen again? It'll come up here and you'll move it down again. You'll go down a slower pace. It comes back to Paddy Butler's thing about the smaller hurley, way easier to do it. If you have a huge yoke, way harder. So, get a ball between 2 or 3. I want you to just walk around like this. If the hurley comes up, you push the hurley down. Pass it on to the next one. So, thumbs in the hurley, face the blade out.
Alright lads, I'm going doing the bouncing ball there with you, okay? So the main thing is, lads, from what Rob was saying, you saw there about the height when he was going soloing, okay? So nothing above your hip height there. So when you're doing the bouncing ball, it's all about developing confidence with the slitter, okay? So when you're bouncing the ball, you're in kind of the ready position, as we call it. Ready position is always your strong hand on the back of the heel of the hurley and your other hand then down along by the boss. When you're doing the bouncing of the hurley, you slip your strong hand about 4 inches from the top. You turn your hurley so that the heel or the nose of it there is pointing out, just like when you're soloing. And then you just throw up the ball, you slide your left hand down along the boss, and then you just bounce the ball. Now we know, look, you won't be teaching them to solo like this because obviously they can get flicked, but it's all about developing confidence in the ball so that if a ball comes at them fast, they trap it and it comes into their hand. Okay, so they're used to that. Just get them first of all in one place, just bouncing it nice and slowly, like that, encouraging them, making sure that you're looking at where their hands are, down along the shaft of the hurley, and then as they get more confident in it, you can get them to walk around a little bit, maybe go to the right. Again, you're just keeping an eye on the ball, maybe go to the left, but you're keeping an eye on their body position. If they're like this, obviously, what's wrong there? Yeah, my elbow's way too high. You come in and you change it, make sure they're doing that. If they're like that, what are they doing? Way too low. And if they're doing this, everybody loves doing that. Right, and then a little twist in the middle of it. They're not doing that at all. Just keep it nice and tight. Everything, as Paddy was saying there, is the centre of the body. Everything comes from the centre of the body. When you're doing the tackling, it's all about centre of gravity. So when you're doing just bouncing the ball, just developing their confidence, and as they get older, they don't have any problem with the ball coming at them fast. They'll be able to trap it and into their hand, and that's what you want. We're going to do the hand pass now, okay? And we've all seen various hand passes, you know, in our own clubs and in county and stuff like that. But what we do with the under-14s is, when you're taking a hand pass, is your hurley, it's in your hand, right? And usually you have a shortened grip, okay? Don't have it caught by the heel there. Shorten the grip like every one of our drills has been, right? So the hurley actually becomes a second part of your body. When you're doing a hand pass, there's only 3 parts to it. You're throwing it slightly up. It's not a big throw up like that. It's only about 6 inches, no more than 6 inches. Your elbow and your hand are into your body. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to make one fluid motion like that. And with your body then, you're stepping into it. And it's always from your weak hand. So if I'm hand passing the ball to Rob, my hurley, you're teaching him, let him make sure they hold the hurley the correct way, is I'm looking at Rob and I'm just going to hand pass, and there it is. Now when you're hand passing it, the ball is supposed to be not from the heel of your hand there. Okay? You want it to come from just there where your fingers meet your hand. That's a great hand pass. Now open your hand a small bit. You see, once you open, like if the hand is closed like that, that's what happens. It goes to the left, to the right. If you try and open your hand a small bit, if you just correct, just stand square to me like this, good girl, and you're just going to do it like that. See, much better hand pass, much more power, and better direction. And that's what you want to do. When you want to make sure, once she gets the direction, get her to step into it. So next time what I want you to do is, I want to move into it with your right leg. Is that okay? With your right leg. And that's absolutely perfect.
Round of applause for that.
Absolutely perfect. Good job. So ball between 2 or 3 there, the same thing.
You learn something every night. I just realised from a lady there, she was doing it the way she likes to do it. You're not here to do it the way you like to do it. You're here to do it the correct Paddy Butler way for a 6-year-old child. Now, I'm the same. I have my own little way of doing things that are not right some of the time. But you must coach a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old the correct way. Now, if you're not sure, what do you do? Find out from who. You're on your own, you have 20 girls, what do you do? Say it again? Ask the best girl, watch what she does. If she's doing, then you say, right, everybody replicate her. And that's exactly what you do. So I noticed one girl a while ago, she was soloing the ball like this. What's wrong with that? You notice the difference? I'm protecting it here, I'm not protecting it. Here I'm protecting it. That was simple. I observed it. Okay. We're not going to coach the next one. You're going to watch and do. Right? Okay. Get a ball between two. Watch it again. The referees, we're meeting Monday night, have stressed no freeze if you do this. This is all over Munster. They're meeting Monday night to decide this. No freeze if you do this. You do this, free. You do this, free. You do this, free. Am I giving away a free? Come on, Waterford. You big lump. Just get married this year. Head is under pressure. Okay.
Okay, girls, 1 point each. Leg, knee up, show. Protect the body at all costs. You get a belt there in the soft part of your body, you're gone for the game. Knee up, protect yourself, nobody backs into you. Point 2. Thumbs behind. Point 3. Touch the ball up. There should be no downward motion. Should be no downward motion. The downward motion that we saw in our time, that's a red card now. That's a red card. So I'm in control without talking about height. I'm not saying jump higher. I'm just... Okay. Somebody can use their hurley instead of this. You're trying to get maximum reach.
Okay.
So the child is trying to get maximum reach and your ball controls that. You see, we could all wait for the ball to come down, but the advantage of that is we're taking the ball before the other person can take it, so it's a big skill. Okay, stroke from the hand. So this is probably the best place to start with a child, around knee high. Stable that now. If one thing can be stable, the child gets their confidence. If everything is moving, so you can see the child's little mind. If I throw it up, I won't get it. So stabilize that around the child's knee. Throw up. Oh, no. It's the stability that creates the environment where I can get my swing round. If this happens, they gimp their swing. When this ball steadies, as it might, then the child composes and gets around the C shape of the swing. So orthodox grip, slide hand, pretend to throw up, pretend to throw up, pretend to throw up. If you're striking properly, you sit into your chair and come up out of the chair. Sit in and come up. Sit in and come up. If you're striking left-sided, it's the same motion. We'll do that in a while. If you're left-handed, it's the same thing. We better go this side, let other people see. If you want to demonstrate left-handed, go home and practice it for the 3 left-handed girls. You see the effect of the stability. When the child has enough confidence, something nice and soft like that, to get them started. But what you're looking for is the C shape striking around knee high. We see a lot of girls now doing that and calling it hurling. Instead of orthodox, full swing, lovely and composed, and all the limbs working. Can you see the sit? See, you can't play unless there's a sit. She might look long and leggy like that because she hasn't been trained to fold up. So fold at every hinge. Fold at the hinges. Fold there. See this leg coming forward, weight on the front foot. This is the front foot if I'm a lefty. Okay, go in, coach.
Alternative way, everybody do as I'm doing. Ready position. Hitting the ball out of the hand. 1.
Hurley up.
Yeah. 1, 2. Go again. 2. That's the worst part. That's the hardest part. Where does the ball go?
Ouch.
All over the shot. 2, 3, 4. Go again. Count in your head. Count in your head. Right. 1.
Keep it up like this.
2, 3, 4. Okay? So, again, just once more. Sorry, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're running through the ball. Okay.
All right, lads, we're just going to do the hooking drill there. So if I can get somebody to come in with Rob or grab somebody there, and I'll coach it and we'll see how it goes. Coaching hooking, a lot of it is that people go in too close to the body. Okay? We all think that a good hook is something where you flick the hurley up and it looks all fantastic and everything like that. A hook only comes, it's two things. You step in, you put your hurley out. Your hurley doesn't go any higher than your head because the person who's swinging the hurley has to come down. So the hurley's coming to you. Now, you don't go too low because the person might have shortened their swing. Or all you want to do is you just want to go in just above shoulder height, just slightly, or even shoulder height, because the hurley's coming down to you. So the whole thing is that all you're doing is you're stepping in, hurley out. Hurley comes down, their swing, and you're going to hook them. Okay? So what we're going to do is the easy way. Rob is going to be swinging, and you're going to be hooking him. Okay? So the idea is when you're teaching it, can you just 1 second there? When you're teaching it, you're going to get him to stand in with the person that's swinging the hurley. You're going to take one step slightly out this way, and then take 3 steps back. Right? So if you imagine when I lunge, and I put up my hurley, it's at Rob's head. Okay? Now it's not going to be massive steps, so if you think about it, all I have to do is 1 small step out at an angle, and 3 steps back. You want them to lunge so that their body is away from here, and their hurley is the one that's doing the work. There's no need for it to be like this. No need for it to be like this. That's what I'm teaching. So it's pull, pull, pull.
Sorry.
Because what happens there, if you've got a timber hurley, you're bursting the top of your hurley. There's no need for it. Okay? So all you're looking for is...
So we'll try it first time. Let's see how she gets on.
It's a shorter hurley now.
Perfect. Let's do one.
Okay, so take 1 step slightly to an angle out this way. So if you go into him again, you're just going to take a step towards me and then take 3 steps back. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to watch him swing. He's going to swing 3 times. Okay, and on the 4th one, you're going to lunge in, and as you're lunging, you're going to put your hurley out. So it's all in one momentum, right? So when you're lunging, the hurley is coming out.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
So you're watching his swing, you're timing it. Okay, now, absolutely great for a first try, but what was the only thing that was wrong with it? Too low. Okay? What some people are doing is, if Rob is going to pull there, we're hooking from straight on. We're trying to hook there. That's next to nigh impossible to do. Okay? Now, the step out, and this was shown tonight, take the step out and take 3 steps back. The whole idea is, and as Paddy teaches, is you time the swing. I must get used to Rob's swing first of all.
6 and 7-year-olds.
And even if they miss the first 3, that's fine. Just let him get it. And the whole thing is that it's one momentum. I'm coming from the ready position, and I'm going like that. There's no need for me to go like this. That's beautiful on camera. It's savage on camera. But there's absolutely no need for it. Because the hurley is coming down to meet my hurley. There's no need for this to be pointing up. Again, beautiful on camera. But all I want to do is timing it, and then in and up. If I'm a back and Rob is a forward, right? First of all, as a back, I have to be goal side. Okay, I'm on the wrong side here. I have to be goal side. If I'm playing from behind here, that's no good. With our kids, what we do is we always teach them to play from the front. Now, that has 2 big benefits. Number 1, we're reading the ball. If you stand here and my left leg is in front of Rob's, as a forward, as the ball comes in, the first thing the forward has to do is get around me. I'm already out. Rob has to get around me first. Whereas if I'm either here or here, that's too slow. Because if they go out and they get the ball, the tendency is for me to up on top of them, it's a free. If I'm here, they could be faster than me. There's no guarantee that I will make it to the ball. So the advantage is if you stand in front in the ready position, my elbow, if we just turn around, it's almost like blocking them, isn't it? And if Rob wants to get beyond me, he would have to go out and that way.
And there's a lot of them there.
Okay? Anyway, we'll move on. So the idea is that you're giving yourself every advantage, and this is just something you have to watch, because there are kids that will do it naturally. The kids that are really confident, they will always stand from the front. And if you're first to the ball, you've always given yourself more of a chance. Whereas if Rob goes out and gets the ball, and he turns on me, I'm already in trouble, and my team is in trouble. Whereas if I'm playing from the front, and you see, I can feel where he is every time. Just move him, that's grand, I'm just touching off him. And there's no need for big old shouldering or anything like that. None of that. I just need to have my left leg, or if I'm a corner back on the other side, just have my right leg slightly out in front. My elbow has him kind of cornered, it's holding him there. All I'm doing is relaxing my elbow on him. I'm in the ready position. Anything should happen, I'm ready to go.
Well done, everybody. The key here tonight is that no matter what way you played, you'll teach the right thing to the next generation of girls. That girls will get phenomenal respect, because sometimes they just, they're all right, pull away girls, pull away, you'll be all right. If I hear it once more, I'm going to choke a coach. The girl wants to rise the ball sole and put her over the bar the same as the boy. But she can't, because somebody said, pull away girls, pull away. This one now is about decision making more than anything else. And sometimes when you're doing something complex, you have to suspend a skill. So we're suspending the hand pass and allowing the throw. So the key is that the girl with the ball, the girl in possession must have two options. I can't cover the two of them. The girl in possession must have two options. You see the idea? I'm not going to use anything other than my hands because the square is small. If you want to use, if I had a hurley, we'll have to increase the square. Ready, girls, go. Okay. Okay, what happened there? What happened there? I could have taken. Were you creating the second option? See, in front of the goal, there was nobody available. You see the idea? She had the ball. I cut off her only option, and this girl didn't provide. So we go again. Ready? Quicker now on the ball. Ready? Okay, it's going around in circles like the sheepdog now. Do you see? That's not decision making. It has broken down to round and round, merry-go-round. Here we go. You're in the center. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, Jody? Okay. Okay, decision making now is coming up. Quick, quick, quick. Decision making is coming up. Yeah, good. Good. Did you not look that way? Okay, so the job was to get her out of the way and give the dummy. Are you ready? You're in the center. You're out. Right, Sarah, what have you to do? If you got one catch, you win the game. We have to get 10 to beat her. If she gets one before we get 10, she wins the game. Good girl. Get rid of it. Good girl. Nearly. Come on, quick, get up the game. Good girl. She has to get 3 touches. She's going to do it soon. Quicken up the game, girls, quicken up the game. Good girl. So she got to 10, but she made her works. I can leave in my hurley now. I have more options. Are we ready? Go ahead. Okay. Okay, do you get that idea? There's a certain amount of people having too much fun here tonight. That's not allowed in Camogie, is it? The whole point is to make it fun, isn't it? Yes. And what you did over there to get the game, get the decision-making process up, you let down the hurleys as well as the ball, as well as the other things, to get the decision-making process going. And when the decision-making process starts, then you can go back up to. But hand passing and decision-making don't go well together. It slows the process down too much to make it any benefit. We're going through the most difficult one now, the strike from the hand. Now we're going to use these because if the girl's confidence isn't up, she can't do it. So girls, pay attention to me now, and thanks for doing this. You're super. So we'll talk about the Kilkenny block now. Jackie and Terrell, they're already late for the hurley tackle. They're already way back here. You can teach anybody that. And this is the way you start with a timid little child to get him used to the sound. You're watching her facial muscles to see how she's coping. Because that's pretty frightening, but I'm taking the power. Gradually down, I leave it to her when I think she's ready. Don't move. Don't move. This is not an aggressive skill, it's a defensive skill. There's no movement. Because if she moves, that's what she'll do. If she's allowed to move that hurley, she will get the full brunt and she'll stop playing camogie. So then this is totally stable action. That no hurley can come through to your body or face. You get that idea? Nothing can come through. Okay, with somebody beside you, shorten your hurley and just tap it. This is a foolproof way when you're teaching this to block the hurley. This is tape on tape. It's tape on tape. This is safety first. To hell with the ball, the child is first. We block it there. Safety first. Cannot come through it. Okay, you know how timid a small little girl is, and they might do that, mightn't they? And they might get a flake there or might get a flake there. So you're teaching eventually eyes open, which is very difficult. Now, just try and keep your eyes open. You know that I can't hurt you and I won't. To teach a girl, don't move the hurley. If you move the hurley, you're in danger of getting hit. Do you get that point? It's when she has enough confidence to keep the hurley there, she cannot be hit. If she moves it at all, move it now, and you'll get through. So we let girls do that, don't we? And who pays the price? So you're trying to put your hurley up like that, and the ball will hit it if you have your eye on the ball. Put your hurley up like that, and the ball will hit it if you have your eye on the ball. You got it? So that's the change in Delaney block. She's already made up 20 yards of ground. She couldn't get here. She knows she can't get here. She's coming at it. Okay, are you coming at it? Okay, and you're coming back again. And you're coming, hurley up. Good girl. At the angle of the hurley. She's trying to capture the flight of the ball. She's trying to capture the flight of the ball. So that wouldn't capture the flight of the ball. Are you ready? So go back there now and run in. Get the angle, see my angle? Good girl. Now back and run in. Come running now. This takes the fear out. The helmet makes it safe, but this is fear, and I'm in control. I wouldn't hit a girl for anything, so I wouldn't let a slitter hit a girl, because I wouldn't do it with a slitter. Because it only takes one mistake, doesn't it? Are we ready? Go back and run. Have your eye on the ball. See what happens? Habits come out. If you leave it there, what's your chance? 50%. If you leave it there, 0%. Come running. Good girl, come running. Come running. See, she's closing her eyes and letting the hurley slip. If she kept it there, she has a 50-50 chance, because I have to go for the cross, I have to go for the score. Do you see it? I can't hit it over there, I can't hit it over there. I have to go for the score. Are you ready? Good girl, are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Can I keep my eye on the predictable line of the ball? A hurley ball is always predictable. It's always predictable, isn't it? The trajectory is predictable. Can I get the girl to come on to it? Will we go once more, girls? That's it. Once the hurley is up, you have a fierce chance. Here we go. Once the hurley is up, you have a chance. You're watching the flight of the ball. You're watching the flight of the ball. So where will the ball come? It'll rise up like that. Where will your boss be? Go on, you're on it now. You're on it now. Here we go. Are you ready? Now take the ball. Next step, okay? So I'm gone because I put everything into the stroke. I'm gone, you see there? And now she's home and dry. What you want to do after you block the ball? You're going to gather it. Okay, here we go. Ready? You're going to gather the ball. Are you ready? See what's happening? Now you're aware that every girl does that. Who taught them that? We did, okay? We taught that. Blocking is now that. Blocking the aerial ball, Kilkenny have taught us it's that action. We learned that action when we were young, okay? So when we all do it, that's modern blocking. That's a red card, I'd say now. If I was refereeing Camogie, I'd give a red card for that. It comes from the hip, out there.
The last skill is the side frontal block plus second ball. Now remember what we said earlier, you never give out to players for making mistakes, you encourage them to make mistakes. Play from the front, if they block it, they're a hero. If they miss it, it's the coach's fault. Always. Never blame your player for missing a ball, ever. That brings in a fear factor, no place for it in our sport. Now, Christine is going to pull in the ball towards the wall, very slowly. Now I'm too old and fat and too slow, I'm 900, so I can't block her down, and I'm particularly slow at this. So I can't, come in slowly, slow motion. Right now, hurry up. Right, hold, now pulling. Ideally, that's where I want to be. However, be ready to pull now, just be in front of the ball, be ready to pull, go down in front of it, go on, pull, and hold right in front of the ball like that. Right, that's where she's going to be. Watch my thumb in the hurley, I'm lunging, I'm behind her. Slow motion. Right. Slow motion, go again. Okay, now this time you're going to pull away, Mad. Go again, just behind. Now, the ball usually breaks 3 or 4 yards this way. Now ask yourself the question, who's the boss now? Let's do it a small bit faster. Go, pull. Who's the boss now, if it goes that way? Okay, we'll do it in slow motion. Watch my right hip. Tom is pulling on the ball. Come back a small because I'm old. Right, so nice and slowly go, pull. Right, pull away, Madge, yeah. Right, you're using your balance, your fulcrum here to come down behind him. Now we're going to do it a small bit faster if we can. Right, pull away, Mad Tom. Let's go. Right. All I'm doing is, I'm not going to win the ball. I haven't the chance, but I'm going to slow down the pull or half block the pull. Coaching technique, ready position, everyone. Okay, lunge. Right hand, right leg. Okay, push it out. Like that, just sweep it out. No, it's not down, it's down by your left knee. Like that. Sweep it out. That's half the battle. You're half blocking it. Where's the ball going to go? Your side. Very often a girl will do that, she'll touch and then she'll stand. What must they do? Second ball. You have to start coaching at 8 years of age. Don't wait till 10 or 11. At 8 years of age, you coach second ball. 1 Tom, 3/4 pace, let's go, let's go. Right, missed it, he wins. Back again, right. Grand, still have half a chance. Come again, slow motion again. Look at my technique with the thumb, go on too slow, I can't get there. Ah! Grand, I'm half blocking. No. Is my hand doing any fouling? No. Is my leg doing any fouling? Will the ref spot it? Do the know it's kind of, I'm using my body. Marginal, let's go again, Tom, go. Oh, yes, let's go. And that time I won the pull. Okay? So you might think that's above 6 and 7 and 9 year olds. It's not. So again, thumb in the hurley, walk it out now again. And just, if you're in trouble, you will get half a block in.
I'm sure you all enjoyed Rob, Stuart, Paddy and Esther. I suppose I should Esther first. Sorry, Esther. But look at, very interesting. Somebody said to me there, what better way could you put down a Friday evening? And I had to agree. I don't think there's any other way you could put down a better Friday evening than what we have seen now. And all of you who are interested in camogie, go back to your clubs, show what you've learned tonight, and I'm quite sure, you know, your clubs will benefit greatly from it. But I can't thank Paddy enough. Paddy is a very busy man, and he's always very willing when approached by Rob or the development committee to come down to us here. Paddy, we thank you sincerely.